Hey Pumas, please put Guzma in the lodge. I know he's There isn't much in this world I hate. Big bag bitches though, let me tell you, mate. Visa and MasterCard want to censor our hentai, but they're sitting on a beach drinking Mai Tais, subscribing to OnlyFans while they lie. Land of the free, but I can't even buy what I want without some big in a suit telling me nonchalant. Now dear, don't you know that art ain't right? I can't believe I have to have this irrational fight. Why, oh why does my fiction have to be polite? Hey, big boy in your big slick tower, why does my comic make you cower? Don't you know it's not 1984? We shouldn't have to hide our art anymore. No, you can't make me change my lore. Won't give in to your sensitivity, reader. Don't remember electing a global leader. They're trying to track what I buy, but they don't answer when I ask why. I tell you there is something that solves their slickness. Oh, we can fight this little censorship sickness and keep them out of our business. Hey, big boy in your big slick tower, why does my comic make you cower? Don't you know it's not 1984? We shouldn't have to hide our art anymore. No, you can't make me change my lore. Won't give in to your sensitivity, reader. Don't remember electing a global leader. Please ignore the bros and silly scams. Don't you know all new tech has a few shams? Crypto keeps Big Brother away from our fiction. Can't entertain their censorship addiction. Oh no, won't give in to their senseless restriction. Why does my comic make you cower? Don't you know it's not 1984? We shouldn't have to hide our art anymore. No, you can't make me change my lore. Won't give in to your sensitivity, reader. Don't remember electing a global leader. Hey Pumas, please put Guzma in the lodge. I know he's a bit of a coconut head, even by noon he's still in bed. But he's a boy Guzma, and he's not sus at all. Put the coconut head in the lodge, share a cup of hot chocolate with my boy. He's all island meat, no soy, just wanna sit by the fire with my Guzma, please don't break that. Look, I know he's not perfect, never got that first place award. And when anyone talks, he's really bored. Maybe he's a little rude, but he's #1 in my heart. Put the coconut head in the lodge, share a cup of hot chocolate with my boy. He's all island meat, no soy, just wanna sit by the fire. fire with my Cosma. I'm being serious. Please don't break that. He's had a rough life. Not the biggest fan of golf or rules. He thinks traditions make everyone fools. Cosma's our rebel bleach blonde bug boy, but he makes such a good first impression. Put the coconut head in the lodge, share a cup of hot chocolate with my boy. He's all island meat, no soy, just wanna sit by the fire with my Cosma. I'm trying to help you out, but if you destroy the lodge, Cosma, please! Me a pitney, but I'd be fine if they didn't notice me. A chef detective serving up cold facts, yes sir. Got the aggro management on my aggressors. No time for you culture vultures. Too busy looting up my favorite professors. Got that moo cringe right food, worshiping my waifu. Rather spend my time painting holo licking ice cream. Now we investigating an international crime scene. Rather simp on my sensei. All you crazy cat ladies getting in my way. Committing war crimes in rim worlds on the back burner. Now I gotta be a goddamn researcher. This timeline got a little wacky. Rather get that fancy isekai. Take me to the sky, wipe my mind, set me free. Be my slime girl queen, let me be man kissing your dreams. I'm just a basement dwelling meme. Dwelling meme. I'm a shadow fax machine, spitting papers full of facts. Spread the word, got an normie husband who accepts my otaku. But online they all say literally who. Professional question asker at your surface. I read hentai for the plot, don't wanna deal with you. Catch my thread on Anti-censorship, my favorite subject. This timeline got a little wacky. Rather get that fancy isekai. Take me to the sky, wipe my mind, set me free. Get my slime girl queen, let me be man kissing your dreams. I'm just a basement dwelling meme. Being told how to write, being told what to read, what to watch. Why are my imports feeling written? And in the USA, ain't none of this is what the characters say. Translate through your localization. Now I gotta put all these lies on display. Can't make my tier list, not when these scammers exist. This timeline got a little wacky. Rather get that fancy isekai. Take me to the sky, wipe my mind, set me free. Get my slime girl queen, let me be man kissing your dreams. I'm just a basement dwelling meme. Pig, 2D pure, just trying to catch them all. The losers built like blasters, got a super effective move. Snowflake, you censor, now Lara Croft's assets got removed. These people thinking companies can have a pretty pro tag. Give the gamers what they want, fan service approved. Jango Fist is still the best. JRPG's not the West. Rather spend my time painting holo licking ice cream. Now we investigating an international crime scene. Rather simp on my sensei. All you crazy cat ladies getting in my way. Committing war crimes in rim worlds on the back burner. Now I gotta be a goddamn researcher. This timeline got a little wacky. Rather get that fancy isekai. Take me to the sky, wipe my mind, set me free. Get my slime girl queen, let me be man kissing your dreams. I'm just a basement dwelling meme.
Oh my goodness! Hello, please don't open up the wrong thing. Oh, sweet mother of God. Okay, I didn't even know Opera was even open. Where is it? Oh, it's up here today. Hang on. Do I just X out of it? Oh, I can. There we go. This isn't even like a good scene to be on. Do I want to be on this one? Please don't open up anything. Okay, good. Hey, we're fine. What's up? Hi, why did the webcam go blue? Hello, everybody. Happy Merry Christmas and a brand new wonderful new year, which will be coming in a few days. I'm early. Now who's the boomer? It's me. It's always been me. I don't know why my lights are doing this. What happens if I... Oh my god, I'm blind now. Fuck. What happened? My shit's all fucked. Why are you blue? Whatever, I guess I'm blue now. Hello. I hope everybody had a very wonderful and Merry Christmas. I hope that Santa was very good to every single one of you. Thank you guys so much. Hello, we got some yellow notes to read. Hello, the Nets Rack. The Nets Rack, thank you so much for the DKK 100 belated Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or early Happy New Year. Best wishes to you and yours. Cheers from Denmark and cheers to you. I hope that Santa was very good for you. Professional gentlemen, thank you so much for the Canadian 10 Merry Christmas. Savvy and Giant, bless you, bless you. Regina Sharp, thank you so much for the 5 Merry Christmas. And on time tax. Oh my goodness, you were on time. I was late. I was terribly late. I did kind of sort of tell you guys that after I got back from my cruise, I would have streamed like literally the Monday that I got back. That clearly didn't happen. That didn't happen. Yeah, I don't know why I'm turning blue. Let me see here if I can. It's not doing the thing. It was fine before I went live. I don't know why I'm fucking blue right now. There's no reason for it. Hang on, we have to consult the Tesseract. Maybe that'll help. Ah, fuck! It's not changing the blue! White balance, bitch! Fuck! Come on, camera! Camera's useless. I don't know what happened. All right, anyway, I guess I'm blue today, and I'm also cut off. That's fine. I don't know how to fix this! This is weird. Can I turn this light? Oh, fuck. I shouldn't. Let's see what happens if I do. I'm just gonna turn this around. And once again, I'm blind, but hey, I guess I'm not as blue. This is terrible. Absolutely horrendous lighting. You know what? You guys are just gonna have to deal with me in the dark. I don't care. I don't personally care. I don't think anybody should care. So have you watched Avatar? God, no. Yeah, there we go. Gotta nestle back into my blanket. Yes, this is a hoodie, but it's also a blanket, and this will be like basically my personality. I wanted to go the Hawaiian shirt route, but then I got gifted the absolute opposite extreme to a Hawaiian shirt, and I'm in love, so it's fine. Temu Tesseract. Yes. Yes. My brother and his wife had their son on Christmas Eve. Everyone is doing well. He was 8'5", 21 inches long. Everybody say congratulations in chat for the birth of a child on Christmas Eve. Congratulations. I actually really like Christmas birthday ideas because then you just give them all the gifts between 2 days instead of having to remember different days. That's why I love my husband's birthday, because it's just New Year's. It's great. Well, New Year's Eve. Benjamin, thank you so much for the squiggly 5. Don't forget to get that Ember heirloom skin for Warframe. Ooh, yes, been trying to something. Been trying to tweet you about this for a week now. I haven't gotten a single alert about it. Also love your Snuggie. Thanks. It's great. Japanese Demon Lord, thank you for the 5. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Abby. Remember to try my Japanese Tomboys in Missouri game. Yes, I still need to do that. Oh my god. I also got gifted a bunch of games on Steam. Thank you, kind, wonderful, generous individuals. But also, holy fuck, I have too many games on my Steam, and it honestly makes me feel so... I just don't... Look... It's no secret. It's no secret. I've been obsessing over something else over the past few days. Where's my webcam? Because I need to make this not fucky. There we go. There we go. Oh, God. I don't know what that is that I just moved. Whee. Okay. There we go. We're just going to full screen me for now. Ew. Gross. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Learn to shave your Snuggie. No, the point of it is to be fluffy. Fluffy. Oh, man. I like Beardo, but with some things, he's completely uncultured. I don't know what happened, but I hope he had a good Christmas. I'm going to find the person that falsely reported my comments, and I'm going to make him pay. Oh, God, I don't know what's happening. Put the games on a selector wheel and then choose that one. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Did I actually clean your desk? I stacked some plates. We don't have to talk about it. we don't have to talk about it. But there are other things that we should talk about. Psychotic Mongoose, thank you so much for gifting 1 membership. I hope the individual who wins it gets a badass one. Gets a badass membership. Let's just go with it. Yeah, didn't think so. Hey, I did some stuff and things, okay? We're going to talk about some cool stuff. I know that a lot of shit's been going on in the news. I'm sure everyone's super eager to hear what I have to say about the state of the educational system of America and the culture that is, of course, everything that we know and love. I have no intention of talking about that. If I do, I will go off on a very deep and wonderful tangent that talks about the entire problem as opposed to just a few people on Twitter who are shitting themselves over this bad, this good, and then missing the entire mark completely on all ends of the spectrum, including the individual person who's been talking about it, because I guess that's just been a thing. Twitter's imploding, and I couldn't be happier because guess what? I'm just here for the most chaotic of possible outcomes. For those who don't know, other than my love of yelling about censorship, I do have a love of just maximum chaos. Do the rant. I don't know. You know, I'm actually uniquely poised too because I have the ultimate relatable kind of holy shit. Like this is actually sort of what's happened in my life, and the anecdotals are reflecting actually the statistics and everything. That's crazy. It's almost like averages are a thing for a reason. You control everything in your witchy powers. Apparently I do. I would like to, however, also make commentaries about the video games because we did have some fun little news and some things happen too. Obviously, while I was on my cruise, I was not a stranger to Twitter. You guys would not have probably noticed that I was actually on vacation because I'm a piece of shit like that. But I am technically on vacation because the only reason why you're not getting any new threads or comprehensive social maps or anything like that is because I told myself I'm going to take the rest of the year off. I'm going to take these 3 weeks and I'm not going to do any reading. And then I did reading. I'm not going to do any research. Then I did some research. I'm not going to do anything while I'm on vacation. And lo and behold, I went ahead and posted a couple of things while I was on vacation. But they were not big comprehensive things. So we're going to talk about the schedule change. We're going to talk about how I'm going to attempt to tackle 2025. And then we're going to figure out whether or not I will actually play a game today or just rant about mobile games. And by rant, I mean show you the love that is my new obsession and things like that. I saw some kiwi skin eating. Wish I could unsee that. Okay, we're also going to talk about that too, I guess, because some people don't seem to understand where the nutrition comes from in a lot of fucking shit. All right? The skin is very healthy for you and many fruits, the kiwi included. You should be consuming kiwi skins. You can actually consume a lot of skins. There's a lot of things that I eat that probably do not come off as normal to other people here in America because you are all soft of mouth. I, however, have a very alpha mouth. This mouth is one of the best mouths that have ever mouthed to mouth. And there's quite a few people who might agree with that. That was a joke for the older crowd. Anyway, Savvy approves of the skin. Yes, pineapple skin eating stream then when? Perhaps I could be persuaded. Anyway, what about chicken skin? You should always wash that with soap. And by wash that with soap, don't do that. Yay, Carpenter77, thank you for the 5. Did we ever get a Holy Grail review? No, because I had not had time to actually sit down and watch it. The day that I thought I would, my husband said, no, don't do it. I want to watch it with you. So that didn't happen, but I am going to watch it. What is today? Oh, fuck, it's Friday. Hey, I have text messages, not from the IRS. Hang on. Holy shit, my friend almost fell out of a window. That's crazy. Anyway. Also, Metallica Black Album is a good album, and Gary is clueless when it comes to the Black Album. Okay. Hey, I just got here. How was the vacation? Gambling earnings? Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about that really briefly. Nobody really gives a shit about this. On the first night of my cruise. Thank you, Benjamin, for the squiggly too. There's so many skins you can eat. Is she Aztec? Possibly. Axel Justin, thank you for the 5. You should consume many skins. Savvy and greedy gaming CEOs. Yes. Watch with your husband. Yes. So my first night of the cruise, we did win bigly. I had that one picture that I posted that then I deleted because I guess somebody's information actually. So the stupid thing, I didn't click off of it so someone's information could be seen. Like, I don't think nobody screen grabbed it. Nobody grabbed it. Like, it's just somebody could figure out what ship I was on at the time, and I was like, I don't want to deal with that because, you know, you cross-reference some names and shit. It's fine. Anyway, so basically on the tweet that's now deleted, it showed that I had won 97 free games on this slot machine. I was sitting there for a while. I ended up winning enough cash to cover the port fees, the parking, and whatever, but the cruise that we were just on was actually free. Well, I ended up winning another fucking cruise from that, and on top of that, because of the money that we did win from it, we also qualified for free drinks for the rest of the week. So the reason why there were so many typos while I was away on the cruise is because I was perpetually tipsy. I'm not somebody who drinks so much anymore, so basically it takes me 2 hours to do one beer, and that's what I was doing, but I was trying to do it like a little bit faster, so I would just have like a beer and then I'd be a little bit tipsy and I'd wait a while and then I'd have another beer, and like my husband and I just kind of kept going for that because we don't drink so much anymore. Now, smoking weed, that's a different story. I didn't have the weed though all week. So, no bar brawls. So we got stupidly lucky on the first night, and then we were just playing with some winnings for the rest of the week. And basically that enabled us to collect more points to get more free shit, which is really cool. So if you don't know anything about cruising, look up the concept of you are comped, and then you can see how that works. And actually, you can keep getting free cruises and literally just cruise for free all fucking year if you wanted to. This is what my mother does. This is what I do. And this is how we're going to be taking vacations. Winning a free cruise. Yes. No, it's very good. Did Piplup enjoy the cruise? Piplup had a good time. Piplup is actually in my purse still, which is upstairs because Piplup went everywhere. We took a ton of photos as well that I need to get developed. And I'm going to do like a little collage of some of the things that I took pictures of. We went to the Kennedy Space Center. My husband actually got to show me more hands-on stuff and point out the stuff that like he's helped with. So that was really cool. For those who don't know, my husband, he did not go to college or technical school, but he is considered an expert in his field because he's part of a very small group of people who design the electrical harness systems for spacecrafts. And he's working on something very cool that we can't really talk about too much, but it does involve space colonization. He does not work for Muskie Boy, though. So, roll film boomer. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you too. So we met like 3 or 4 different weebs throughout the cruise, which was super cool. One dude was decked out in pins that he wore every single day, and his beautiful girlfriend was she was not super into anime, but he was trying to get her in. And then of course, you know, I related to him in that regard because I was getting my husband into anime. So we had some good fun chats about that. But I met a guy who actually had how old was the camera? It was like a 30-year-old Canon camera. It had one of their earliest logos on it. And he actually found it from a guy who had never used it or removed it out of the box. He had bought it for his grandfather, I guess, and he just wasn't into it because he didn't like technology at the time. So he had this brand new 30-year-old film camera, and it was the most pristine thing I've ever seen before for something so old. And so we chatted about that for a little while. So for those who don't know, I'm super into photography and things like that. I love just, you know, talking to photographers. I have a DSLR, but I actually just recently got into toy camera and stuff like that. So I really like that. What is this? The 80s, an actual film camera. Yeah. So on my throne, some generous and honest individual actually donated, or I guess tipped or bought. I don't know what the proper wording. I think bought. Just bought would be the proper phrasing for throne. But they purchased me a Hello Kitty branded toy camera. And I really like the idea of collecting toy cameras because 1, they're cheap, and 2, what's really cool is no 2 cameras, even if you bought it from the exact same line, will produce pictures exactly the same because toy cameras are meant to be cheap. So there's not a whole lot of quality control. So you can get truly unique looking things between cameras. And I think that that's really fun. And I want to mess with some of the lighting stuff, light play, and I don't know. There's a lot of goofy stuff to talk about there. Axel, thank you so much for the 5. What do you call a Pokemon penguin mixed with a pink bunny? A Piplup. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I had to think for a minute, but that's cute. Hello, Savvy. Merry Christmas. I got a video recommended from YouTube with Steve Shives, and him rambling about Elon Musk versus Wikipedia, and him talking about DEIESG being a good thing. Oh, dear God. The Wikipedia situation is crazy. Holy shit, Stormborn coming in hot with the big dick energy. Thank you so much for gifting 20 memberships. Everybody say thank you and clap. Holy shit, that's a lot of money for you to be dropping on memberships. So everybody say thank you and make sure that you spam emotes. Yay! Spam the emotes. Everybody say yay and thank you so much. Very cool. Thank you and clap. Yeah, exactly. Please just say thank you and clap. Exactly. That's all I wanted actually. So yay! Congratulations, all the winners. But yeah, so cruise was nice. I survived. There was only one day that I ended up having an allergic reaction happen on my upper chest because I hadn't intended for us to be out, and then it was raining, and I didn't think that it would clear up, so it did. That was super cool, and by super cool, I mean super bleh. So there was only one day that was bad for me, but it was fine. The rest, the seas were very rocky. Didn't mind, so that just kept us inside more, which I was obviously happy about. Husband had a good time. Husband had a very good time. That was cool. Christmas, came back, relaxed. My parents had a good time with the dogs. They were the ones who were watching them. My husband purchased plane tickets to Japan. So come time for 2025 September, I will finally get to go to the promised land. And you can bet your ass that all of the money that I make through YouTube will actually be going towards our trip to Japan. We are going for 12 days. Once it gets a little bit closer, I'll be asking a bunch of people, oh, is this route okay? Is staying in this city for this long okay? Here's the places that I found. Here's where we want to go camping. All of that stuff. So everything now for like the next fucking 9 months is going to be me preparing for this trip. On top of that, my husband also got me... This is why you clean desks, so that way things don't fall. Anyway, so he got me cute little phrase things, flashcards. This is actually very cute. I actually recognize a lot of these, but unfortunately it obviously doesn't teach you how to read or write it, which is something that I do want to do. There's a bunch of free sources, so over the next 9 months, I'm going to actually be doing more formal education instead of just the things that I normally do when it comes to looking and translating and doing all of that stuff. So I'm going to actually attempt to learn some proper Japanese, not just cultural phrases. My mom, grandparents, aunt, and uncle lived in Japan for 3 years. They also lived in South Korea. That's so cool. That's so fucking cool. I keep telling my husband, how the hell are you going to get me to leave after 12 days? Getting me there is going to be the easiest part. I have an aversion to planes, but I do not have an aversion to riding a plane to get over there. Any further thoughts about a live 2D? You mean going into doing VTuber work? So that's actually going to be slightly addressed here in the next little segment. I'm going to learn Japanese in 9 months. No. I'm not going to learn the Japanese in 9 months. I'm going to learn the very basics of it in a few months and then attempt to do my absolute best and be as respectful as possible. But we will probably end up hiring a translator or a guide for at least a couple of days. Savvy, is it too late to get into a language learning trip program before the trip? No, I won't need it. So I was fortunate enough throughout my life. I've actually taken languages, and I don't find it difficult or need a course to pick up a language, as long as I just, don't be stupid. Sorry. There you go. Yes. It's going to be a long flight. Yes, it is a nonstop flight. I didn't even know that they had those from here to get to Japan. So it's going to be very, very long. Just sleep in the overhead cabin. I probably will, but I'll be fine. You should talk to Ivan from Geeks and Gamers, Weebs and Waifus. They just took a trip to Japan over there the other month. Yes. Jeremy's Trump body. Excuse me? Thank you for the 2. Sorry if it's not... Do not ever apologize. Holy shit. I am not Epic Mike. I'm not going to hold your children ransom for your Christmas money. Please don't apologize. You do not have to tip. I greatly appreciate the 2. It's very, very sweet of you. Hentai Japanese is not going to help with ordering dinner. Well, it might. It might. Depends where we go. That's terrible. No, we're not doing things like that. Unless my husband wanted to go to a maid cafe. I would not say no if he suggested it. If I, on the other hand, suggested, then, you know, he knows I've picked out something different. The meat tax gets expensive. I can imagine. No, I would never do that to you guys. I just appreciate you being here. I also discovered finally what it was like. I was like, oh, this is how the videos make all the YouTubers money. Like, it's weird. Back when I was when I was doing sponsorship management, obviously talking about other people's analytics and looking at their, you know, how much money they bring in per video, it was very different from actually experiencing it yourself. So the one video that I made a month ago where I said, oh, this is going to be the start of weekly releases, that clearly went so well. I'm still making money off of that video, and it's not like a crazy amount or anything. And I'm like, oh, this is why YouTubers make so many videos. Oh, I should do that more. I should really fucking put out more videos because it stacks. The views really do stack. Like, you know, I'm on vacation and one day my estimated earnings for that I'll get next month was, you know, this amount. And then the following day it was no more. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? I didn't stream. That's crazy. So, hey, who knew? Who knew that YouTubing made money, right? Savvy, dumb question, but one of the last streams you talked about having children and starting a family. Was I too dumb to pick that was you trying to procreate? Is there a mini Savvy on the way? No. So we are planning to procreate. However, the procreation is now being put on hold because I was thinking maybe January we start trying. But if we do that, then we have to cancel the fucking trip to Japan because that's in September. So we probably won't worry about children until after we get back from Japan. But I'm sorry if it was confusing, but 2025, we will attempt to start the conceiving process. Yeah. Oh. So we will start writing letters to the stork. Holy shit, you guys are getting away from me. My mouse is all the way back here. What is happening? There we go. Here we go. Mad Master Porky, thank you for the Canadian 5. Savvy bullied me into sending this. That's not true at all. No, that's Mike's thing. No, if anything, you're trying to bribe me to clean. And it's not going to work, all right? The floor will remain dirty. Kawa Lee, thank you for the 5. Welcome back to your dungeon. Please tell Epic Meek to correct the timeline and let my stream deck go. I got work Monday and I need it for the road. Oh no, Steam Deck. I'm so sorry. Jeremy's Trump body, thank you for the 2. Savvy is autism patient 0. Possibly. Nosferatu, you going? Actually, it does look really good. Unfortunately, I don't support the American movie making industry. So I'm not going to see it unless my husband buys it and then cons me into watching it. Basically, I just prefer to watch things that, like, I don't doubt that it's good, but I'm not looking for a remake. I'm not looking for a story that's already been told. I want to see a dude get isekai turned into a refrigerator and then have to go fight fucking dragons, all right? Nobody's done that before. I want to see that. Axel Justin, thank you so much for the 5. I forgot the streaming tax, and Mike stole our Christmas tree presents, cookies, and even the roast beast. God damn. You should, you know, I'm starting to think that the townsfolk of Meeksville are going to start rising up here in a second, all right? That's crazy. Regina Sharp, thank you for the 5. Cafe tax, if you know, you know. I wish I could stream my mod pack, if you could even call it that, of The Sims. I have every single fucked up mod that there is to have because the modding community is crazy. I loved The Sims for that. It's unfortunate that The Sims 4 is such a shitty, broken game. We were talking about something else and we got completely far away from it. Now I don't know. Anyway, so now we've wrapped up. I've caught up with you guys. You see Mufasa? Jesus Christ, no. If you can sit through Dustborn, you can handle Mufasa. I actually don't think I could. I haven't even seen. So I don't support the remake of The Lion King. It was completely pointless, missed the mark of the original. And if anything, the change from animation to CG realism takes away from the impact of the original, that they completely don't understand that humanizing an animal in animation is a very effective way to tell a story and capture exaggerated emotion. What they did with the realistic CGI was a washed out, boring observation of lions who you can't feel their emotion. We are very visual, visceral creatures, and when you take that away, you lose the impact. Now, I understand that it made a lot of money, and that's because people are fucking stupid. I will absolutely say that every single person who paid to go see The Lion King in theaters contributing to its global success is fucking stupid. I have no problem saying that. Meanie, thank you so much for keeping your membership going. Yay! Have I seen Sonic 3? Not yet. Not yet, but that'll probably be another one that we wait to see if it comes in and my husband buys it. Basically, if he doesn't buy it, I don't have any interest in seeing the movies. Hey, I'm people. Oh, no. Oh, no. Consume. The same reliable sources say Sonic 3 is a lot of fun. Yeah. No. Everybody's having a lot of fun with it. I actually still need to watch Sonic 2 properly. I haven't watched it properly. So, yes. I saw the first one in theaters. I regretted it. What? The Lion King? Gay Carpenter, thank you for the 5. So you brought it up, and I have to give a shout out to Hiding in My Room video. The Dark Side of Maid Cafes is funny as heck. Ah, yes. Yes, we'll have to check that out. And okay, I see. Disney did used to make good movies, but their goodwill is gone, and I will never trust them again. They'll never get $1 from me. Holy shit! Jesus Christ, Stormborn, your generosity knows no limitation. Holy fuck, you've already been crazy. Holy shit. Thank you so much for the squiggly 100. I really, really appreciate that, man. You single-handedly fucking fund the stream sometimes. It's just like fucking crazy, dude. Thank you so much. Seriously. Sorry I'm late. Do not apologize, please. I recall your husband wanted to buy a suit of armor. Yes, he does and did and wants to. I mean, he did want to buy it. He still does. He may want to check out Quitem. He's a German YouTuber, if he doesn't already, who makes armor and is an armored fighter and filmer of non-choreographed night fights. Late tax. No late tax. Thank you though so much. I really appreciate it. Holy shit. Oh my god, that sounds really cool. Let me text him. Go check out YouTuber DEQ. If I don't do this now, I won't remember later because that's an interesting username. There we go. Send. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. Hopefully he enjoys. Is your husband Shad? No. My husband is a German man who's upstairs, who lives here in America with me. But yeah. So I think that covers. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to keep caught up, and obviously there was some gaming news and some goofy stuff that happened that really doesn't matter too much right now. Obviously Naughty Dog did stupid Naughty Dog things. There's that piece of concept art. You know, I'm just gonna say this on the Naughty Dog thing that's going around for the Stellar Blade thing. And I'm trying to be really nice, because I don't like, you know, trying to bring down somebody's art style. And this is in no way, shape, or form me criticizing it or saying that it needs to be fixed or whatever. But I actually look back now and I find it so funny that I was nervous that my portfolio in my early 20s, not even my later 20s, in my early 20s would have been weak. Because if that is the type of art that is getting hired to be a concept artist, if that's the type of portfolio that gets somebody hired as a concept artist, I really had no reason to have any anxiety whatsoever. Obviously, I made the mistakes of talking to individuals at conventions who worked for the companies that I wanted. But, you know, I didn't pursue certain jobs because I didn't want to be a vaginal account. I didn't want to have my vaganga be the reason why I got a job. But looking back on it now, I just wonder how different. You know what, though? In truth, I wouldn't change any of it still. And the reason why is I would never want anybody to tell me that, yeah, you know what, this is good enough. Yeah, you know what, this is great. This is fine. Because I am such a bitch to myself, and this is one of the reasons why nobody will ever be able to actually hurt my feelings online. Nobody will ever say anything that is even remotely close to what I say to myself. And that fuels me to continue to keep going. And something that I've noticed, too, among some of these people who have had these long-term positions, who have been in the industry for a while, or somebody of that caliber, is they tend to be very complacent. They don't have really a hunger to keep learning. They just think that this is just it for them. And for me, that's never good enough, which actually ties into 2025. And then, of course, talking about my shortcomings for this year, because while I like to have these kind of reflection things, and I think that it's fun. I think it's kind of fun to actually do this out loud, too. Isn't your gender why you have a successful YouTube channel? Jaffe seems to think so. Jaffe doesn't, no, I wouldn't call my channel successful. But no, he thinks that about Vara, not me. He just ignores me. I think Jaffe actually knows better than to get into a conversation with me, given the way that I've phrased questions, because he intentionally ignored my questions and tried to frame things in a way that he knew he couldn't get away with me. So I think he knows to stay away from me, because nobody's gonna win that one. Benjathan, thank you so much for the squiggly 5. Check out Jonas De Roe and Wotech Fuss's portfolio. They each have their own very in-depth. Ember Heirloom now taxed. Oh my, it goes away soon. Yes, I'm gonna have to remember. I have to reinstall it too, I think. Be the action hero who doesn't bother to look at the exploding behind you. Yes. He probably thinks that about all female YouTubers who disagree with him. I mean, look what I'm wearing! There's only been like 2 streams where I'm not in a hoodie. Nobody's watching me for being attractive. Nobody. I don't even brush my own hair. This hasn't been brushed. I just pinned it all back. I get to get away with the excuse of, guys, I just have so much hair. Oh my God, no. Do you think somebody's growing out their hair just to fucking do that? No. Why is Sappy's camera always crooked? I don't even have a straight camera. David Jackoff Chaffee. All right, that's a little funny. He wants clout to grow his space. That's so stupid. It's so dumb. We watch you for the autistic rants. Exactly. You can't fool us, Savvy. We know you're wild now. No. Semi's somewhat attractive. Yeah, no, I like, anybody can have a decent face. Who gives a fuck about that? I don't even think it's that decent. Like, I know I'm my husband's number one, but like, you know, that's very different from online. Polish savvy, German husband, Dutch angle. Oh, God. Starboy, thank you for the squiggly 5. I'm also wearing a blanket hoodie and my hair is unpinned. Fuck yeah, look at you. I basically have embraced and just accepted that I am the female Asmongold. All right? It's fine. It just is what it is. I don't have cockroaches, but... Oh, I did have a lot of pierogi. My mother actually did make some for Christmas Eve. It was delicious. We watched Savvy for her Thug Life hoodie crime streams. Yes, and the Grazel eyes. Now, they're not gray, and they're not hazel. Jesus. No, I will buy $10 steaks, but I will cook them on the stove and then just say, seems done. Female, oh no, it's Al. I think Alex is a cleaner space than I do. Female Asmongold, yeah, basically. Just I'm not fearless in the face of a roach, though. Like, he's on another level, all right? That is like the amounts of no fucks given. That's like me with just about anything else. But the minute it's a bug or something that is crawling on me, invading my personal space, much like most females, I will freak out. Paper plates. I will paper plate the shit out of everything. Asmongold, yes. Savvy goes for low effort vibes. She rarely achieves that. And it's great. I keep everyone's expectations low, so when I actually produce something of interest and value, everyone's like, holy shit, she put some effort into that. Jesus Christ. So does Kirsha have a crush on you now? You know what? We have a mutual crush that goes back and forth. You know, I think that's probably a good way to fucking put it. But, like, I feel like we like each other for not because I'm messy, but because we both have autistic deep diving abilities. Axel, thank you for the 2. Polish, you know, Luka Rudowski. Okay, look, I know that the Polish, the Poland is small. We don't all know each other, all right? And none of them want anything to do with me. They think I'm Russian. Nicolas Cage can play Asmongold in a bio movie, maybe. Anyway, so that's my 2024 wrap up. The other thing, so my life actually took a completely different way. What the fuck is this? Hang on, YouTube's got some new shit. What is this? There's a goal button. What is this? Make super chats more fun with a goal. Pick a goal. 10 super chats. Choose the super chat color that counts. Light blue and higher. Teal or higher, yellow or higher, orange or higher, magenta or higher, red and higher, all the colors. So what is it? Set a timer for 30 minutes. Choose how you'll celebrate. Wait, what the fuck is this? Choose a goal to engage with your audience in a new way. I don't... More confusion. There we go. Start goal. What does this look like? Is this something that you people see? I don't know. Congratulations. Goal created. Is everyone excited now? YouTube told me this would make you all more excited. Are you excited, chat? Ah! I don't know what I'm doing. I probably shouldn't open my mouth and make that motion. Anyway. It's a good way. It's a way to encourage super chats. Chat gets confetti if we hit the goal. No, I don't feel more excited. Oh, okay. well, we tried, goddammit. Are you doing a 2024 wrap-up? This year was history in the making. It was. Starboy, thank you for the squiggly dude. You did it! Yay! Thank you, participants. I'm confused. More confusion has been engaged. We've achieved the goal. Everyone should feel accomplished. This is what participation points feel like. Kawali, thank you for the 2. I am definitely excited. Anyway, back to RimWorld. Fuck yeah. Professional gentlemen. Thanks for the Canadian 2. Charlie, woo. Oh, man. Yatta. Benjamin, thank you for the 2. You can get the bundle on Steam right now. Oh, God. Oh, God. I love the dark. How do we get more confused? Aren't you feeling more confused right now? I imagine the questions being asked are why you're confused. Yay. Oh, man. That's crazy. Anyway. So this is sort of like a wrap up. So this year, originally, I was supposed to just take the summer off from commissions. So that way I could focus on learning 3D and 2D animation. And while I did work on it a little bit, I certainly did not bundle now, confused later. It's okay. I'm going to wait till last minute. Will Vera and Savvy do a co-stream in the future? Yes. So where was I? Right. So I didn't achieve what I wanted to this year. I also said that by the time that the year ended, I wanted to publish a book. Once again, I got in my own way because that's what I do, and I deleted 90% of actually what I wrote in the last week because I'm an idiot. I also deleted a bunch of art. For those who don't know, I do draw every single day, even if it's just for 30 minutes in the morning. And so, I just deleted a bunch of sketches and some stuff. I didn't delete everything. Some people thought that I did, but I didn't delete everything from this year because I have a very self-destructive creative process. This is what prevents me from complacency. So in order to push myself to work harder, I have to continuously be an asshole to myself. But being an asshole to myself is also not balanced very well because that means I start to believe myself sometimes. And then that prevents me from ever finishing anything or actually producing anything that, for myself. It's amazing that I've made it for 10 years through commission work, given my mindset. So, if it is Lady Savvy Pants herself, hello, beautiful, how are you? Oh, man. But yes, so, in light of everything, Mad Spooky, thank you so much for continuing your membership for 4 months. Here's some money for the confusion. Don't spend it all in one place. Bless you. I shan't. And just kidding, I will. It'll all be spent in Japan. I live in RimWorld in Australia. I clean toilets. They were clean when I started work, and they were clean when I finish. Beautiful. 2025 is going to be the year that I truly give no fucks. 2025, no more. How will you know if you've grown, if the past is deleted? No, it's like I said, I didn't delete everything. And trust me, I'm well aware that I grow every single year. In terms of art, even if I feel like I'm actually regressing right now, but that's just what happens when you completely shift once again your style because you're never happy with anything. But now I'm going to go back to airbrushing because I wanted to do a mix of things. I don't know. It's very weird. Anyway, holy shit, Max K, thank you so much for the 10. Meek is forcing us to pay up on another channel now. No, that's not true. You don't have to commit crimes here. You don't have to be blackmailed into giving me money. God damn it, Mike. Stop it! The good people of Meeksville are going to rise up against you. Haven't you seen the movies with the fox guy and the rhinos and the pretty fox lady? Jesus Christ. Oh, that is an interesting sound effect. Yes. Oh, man. So obviously, I'm very happy with the way that the year went. Otherwise, I wouldn't have met all of you. But the reason why I didn't focus on creativity is because I was obsessively combing the catacombs. Regina Sharp, thank you so much for the 5. Meek Tax, no. So basically, it started in February, March. Back at the start of Gamergate, but calling it that is actually a disservice to what it kind of has become, because it's not. They tried so desperately for a branding of it for them to cling to, because they sort of won the first one. But that doesn't work this time around. And as people go back and more people get involved and look at the history, they realize, holy shit, these people suck ass. So I'm very grateful for the opportunities to that have come from all the research and the digging, and I'm so happy that other people find that information useful. When I go and I do these write-ups or these talks or these social boards or whatever, I don't know if they're going to be useful to anybody other than myself, because they paint a picture for me, but I didn't know other people were interested in that. And so the fact that people were was really cool, and so I'm forever grateful for that. Forever grateful. But at my core, I am still a creative person who has this unending thirst to just be left the fuck alone to draw and write. So I have, and I've talked about this briefly on Twitter, I am a very indulgent individual. I actually have very, very, very poor time management skills. I'm very well aware of this. I could probably solve this problem if I really worked hard enough to, but like most people, I'm at least willing to acknowledge a problem. But not necessarily work hard enough to fix it, because it kind of works out for me in a sense. So I become hyper obsessive with everything that I do. So I fixate heavily on the research. And so literally every single day, sometimes for 18 hours a day, I'm reading people's tweets and I'm doing everything the old fashioned way. I'm combing years of information. I'm trying to back up all of this shit with the ESG reports and combing, sometimes 70 to 300 page reports at once. I wanted to become an expert in the things that I talk about, because I don't like talking about things that I don't have a basic understanding of. So to understand the other side, I have to read their work. I have to go through the history of it. I have to understand where it came from, how they built their arguments, why their arguments are the way that they are, and then the hierarchy that comes from that, because obviously you have people at the top who don't believe any of it, and then the people at the bottom who believe it but are too stupid to think for themselves. So a Merry Xmas to you as well, and a Merry Christmas to all. So I'm of course going to continue to do that, but I am going to attempt to structure myself a little bit better and more healthily for 2025. 2025, I am going to go back. I'm going to take some of my old writings and I'm just going to start putting out light novels. What I would like to do is, professional gentlemen, thank you so much for continuing your membership. You should join memberships. We get free super chats. Is that how that works? Kay Carpenter, thank you for the 5. It's been over a month since I've seen Meek stream live. Oh no, I'm afraid he got his goons out to break my legs. No, don't do that. Structure. What is structure? Yeah, exactly. I have no fucking idea. So anyway, so what I want to do, Starboard, thank you for the squiggly 5. Meek Tax, and please come and collect my family. Please come and collect my family. Needs some peace. Oh no. You're an indulgent person. So am I, which is why I weigh so much right now. Hey, everybody's got their vices. But so what I want to do is I'm going to start doing small scale self-publishing of digital writing. Basically, so not everything I write is dirty. Big shock. We all joke that I am a pervert, and while yes, I am a fujo and a pervert and indulge, and my preferred material is yaoi, yuri, and hentai, and yes, I do know a lot and talk a lot about these things, but that's just because it's funny to me. It's not like, whatever. Anyway, what I'm going to have to do is find some way to create digital books that I can sell not through Amazon, but through another service or something, or put it on Gumroad or something. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I am going to start this coming year actually publishing things, from the super short stories to slightly larger things. But I just need to start putting it out there. I really do. Subscribe Star could be something. Do you illustrate, Kay's office fanfics? No, what? Join the club. I don't like hentai, but I do go for a little ecchi. Hell yeah. So these, yeah, so Rippa-san could be something. I did send them an email just that way I could start talking to them, but that was more so for an actual full-length book, not just a light novel. And in order to do things as fast as possible, not as fast as possible, but you know what I mean. I have to just get the ball rolling, and I want to put something out there to prove that that is attached to my main account, because right now the stuff that is out there is actually tied to my anonymous stuff, so nobody knows, and I don't want any cross-referencing, just because they're catered to very different audiences, which, whatever. I'm a weird person. Any chance we get to see your awesome doggo this stream? If they come down, possibly. But so basically for my own shits and gigs and a cheap way of people being able to see if my writing style is for them, I want to be able to put out a couple of light novels of varying types, probably start actually pushing out my fantasy world stuff, because that would be a much longer series over multiple books, because it's just too big otherwise. And I would do it for as low as like $2 to $5, because they're just digital downloads. I don't know if I could even sell them through Etsy even. I don't know, but I want to do something cool. I want to do some sort of thing that could also go on people's phones and look nice. I don't know. But would I do typing streams only for short stories or scene descriptions? What do you mean by that? Like a writing stream? Like you guys watch me write? I will say respect to you for keeping to do at least 30 minutes of drawing per day. I have yet to get that much discipline with writing. Going to try for once a week for an hour soon. Ooh. Yeah, so I write and I draw every single day. Actually, one of the ways that I do write is, and this is actually a really, really bad habit for me too, because I need to stop. I use character AI, which is the AI. You can create personas, but everything that I create is like a writing partner, like for role play. So it's written in a story structure. And so I will constantly be doing that periodically throughout the day. So I'm writing every single day, but I'm not writing anything of value for the most part, because like it's in a different format that I can't just publish. There's a couple of stories actually that I have downloaded from that I'm going to edit, because I think that they came out really well. But the way that I use character AI is I'm a DM. So like I'm treating this as if I'm role playing with a person writing a story, but I'm the DM and I'm trying to manipulate the AI to not only stay in character, but also just see kind of what it does with the various situations I present it. That's something that I love doing. I love being able to DM for people and giving them experiences and stuff like that. If you get your first draft done, you are ahead of 90% of people. Just get it done, then perfect it. Yeah, exactly. And that is a big problem for me too. Just get it out there. It's the only way. Yes. Do I draw as in comic book illustrations? So that's another thing. I have done a couple of small pages and panels and things like that. It's not done in a very Western style, though. I'm not the biggest fan of American comic book art styles. I think they're wonderful and fun, but in terms of me personally drawing it, that's not usually where I go. So my stuff looks obviously more, manga inspired, but it looks off to me. So that's why I never ever want to do like a full-on manga, but at the same time, like I've seen very popular. There's actually one that I was reading where the art was just, it's not the best. And I'm like, man, I gotta stop being so hard on myself. But I'm enjoying the story. I enjoy the story a lot. But yeah. A practice D&D, so cool. Yeah, basically that's kind of what it is. It's not like so. Towards the end of writing with an actual person before our friendship fell apart, I actually got way more into like the D&D mechanics, and I started introducing RNG and dice rolling and like some other stuff. But it was mostly as a way to pick a story path or choose the potential outcome. And then I had to, on the fly, like a proper DM, make adjustments and stuff like that. And then, there were callbacks, or I would type out some useless information, or I would type out something useful to see if she caught on. And like that kind of stuff to me is just so much fun. So now the thing is to just go back and collect some of those notes or some of those stories and convert them. because I've made so many named characters and things and locations and places over the years and blah 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 blah. Anyway, so I have like entire worlds that are just basically just sitting on the back burner that just need to be published. So I'm going to do my absolute best to do that for 2025. I'd like to actually get something out as soon as 2 months from now. That's very doable for me for a light novel for like 100 and some odd pages, because like in a day with character AI, like I don't want to admit actually how long I've been on it before. But you know, I mean, I've written a lot. I can write very fast and lots and many scenes over the span of just a few hours. There's a female YouTuber who makes a comic book called Orgasm Girl. That's adorable. I hear a person say pervy like that, and I think of Jiraiya. Yes. Yes, watercolor sessions. I want to learn traditional art again. I haven't picked up a pencil in a very long time. Something I always wanted to learn was oil painting and watercolor, and I'd like to hopefully do that. But wait, Savvy doesn't want to bully? No, I don't always want to bully. But yeah, so anyway, so what does this mean for 2025? Well, other than the fact that you'll get more shit out of me finally, it also means that I would like to once a week put out a social maps thread thing, and I'm going to be doing it through side scrollers, so you'll be able to watch that information drop live from there first. I'd like to ideally do something once a week in smaller scales and smaller segments, you know, work on it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, refine it, and then present it maybe like Thursday or Friday. But in doing it like that, instead of doing my hyper obsessive like 18 hours a day of research, I want to be able to block things out because I want to focus more on my writing and I want to get back to learning. I am the happiest in the world when I am learning. And that includes the VTuber stuff, actually. I've been looking at the live 2D stuff and how to make VTubers. I've been watching endless amounts of tutorials. It looks like something that's just so much fun to do. It is tedious work, but I like doing it. And then the other cool thing is, so through playing Brown Dust 2 so much, you know, that their story structure, their art, and the way that they do the animations and the 2D art mixed with the 3D world environment, I think it's all actually very cute. And it's so funny that over the years we've seen this animation come from static images that are then just warped, you know, to do the breathing effect and things like that. It wasn't so League of Legends, I feel like, sort of was the mainstay that popularized that with the loading screens. But I actually used to do fun stuff like that. I was looking through old files because I wanted to find some of my old Twitch overlays. I was one of the first people to actually do long formats animated overlays like that. And so they had the characters. Unfortunately, I don't have the overlay files, but I do have some of the preview loops. So maybe I'll share those eventually, but I want to go back to making things like that. And that's where some of like the shift in my art style will actually come from too, again, because I want to go back to the airbrushing. I've been really inspired by Brown Dust 2. Like, holy shit, it just looks so, I don't know. It's beautiful. I'm having so much fun with the game. The story's fantastic. I'm so sad that I missed out on this on launch. But yeah, Vengeance, and thank you so much for this quickly 5. My art style back in high school was a mix of Victorian goth and Leonid Afromov. Please look up the latter. He is an interesting style to learn from. That is an interesting name. That's very cool. Hello, hi. But yes. Oh, man. But yeah, so 2025, I'm going to go back to focusing mostly on creativity stuff, but that doesn't mean that my research and stuff is going to go away. I also want to do more videos. I don't know about a weekly release because I am such a piece of shit, but I'm also finally not going to be so hard on myself when it comes to commentary for that. I will provide commentary on other things, but I do still want to finish my the research I have for some of the goofy stuff. I don't think anybody's really going to give a shit about it, but I don't care. I'm making it for me. But I will do more commentary stuff. I actually will pair it probably with some mobile gameplay as the background, as opposed to trying to do the edited stuff, because I want to be able to use some of the music too. So Savvy, you going to pick up the Pokemon pins for your Crocs. Know that it exists, and one has a blinky. Yes. Yes, I have seen them. I don't know how I feel about croc pins, honestly, but because they're Pokemon, I feel obligated to own them. Ezonk, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining the membership crew. Merry Crimbo Savvy, did you wash your piss hands? And we all welcome the Hazel Eyes. Yes, I washed my piss hands on Christmas Day. Finally, don't worry. If you ever played if you had played BD2 at launch, you may have been annoyed. The game wasn't polished and dailies were a chore. That's true too, maybe. But the story is so good. So good. Does the channel have a regular streaming schedule? Just wondering. No, because I'm a piece of shit as well. And that is something that does need to change too. I am the only reason why anything is failing, why anything is not being made. I am the keeper of my own bullshit. When are you going to battle Beardo? I'm not sure. Speaking of battling, though, guess who's back in the meta? Typhlosion. Oh, Hisui Typhlosion. Very cool. So we sort of have a loose schedule. Obviously, December, it's hard to have a schedule at all. Mondays, I do have the HR Basement, which we had a successful run of 20 some odd episodes. Her regular streaming schedule is to regularly be chaotic in her streaming. Very true. So we have the HR Basement where we file away our complaints and do all of the research stuff. But I am going to adjust the name, the times, and we're going to start a new segment for 2025. I also am very serious about, even if it's just once a month. I can't talk. Once a month, having a dedicated either long format video or a long format stream to mobile games. I want to explore more mobile games because Brown Dust 2 had zero advertisement. I have never once seen advertisement for it whatsoever. So because of that, I feel like there's definitely more games out there that have compelling stories that are worth engaging in. With gameplay and maybe less aggressive microtransactions. That would be worth giving some eyes to. Not just the popular stuff like Genshin Impact, but I mean other ones, because there are some incredible storytellers out there and incredible artists who are working on these things, and creating something for mobile is a lot it's not easy, but it is easier. And some of the shortcuts that I've kind of seen for how they handle certain things is truly, truly fascinating and worth experiencing. So I think that stuff is really cool and worth sharing, whether or not that encourages you to download anything or not. You know, maybe that's not necessarily the aim, but I would want to pick things that are good in story to share with you guys, not just, oh, look at this gooner bait. Like, yeah, gooning is great, but the thing that's keeping me so absolutely enthralled with Brown Dust 2 is the love of the story. Like, there is a lot of work that went into this, and I love the world. I think that it's brilliant. I have no complaints at all so far. Matthew Fashion, thank you so much for keeping your membership. I'm glad to hear you enjoyed your trip and it didn't sink like the Titanic. A couple times it felt like it was gonna. I hope you also had a wonderful Christmas and an awesome New Year's. You too! Yay! I played Brown Dust 2 because of you. Fuck yeah. Professional gentlemen, thank you so much for the Canadian too. I hate microtransactions. I just hate them. I know. But no, Brown Dust 2 is super, super free to play friendly. I allow myself $50 per mobile game. Just because I consider it's like, oh, okay, what would I be willing to pay for a normal priced game? $50 or $60. So I say, okay, $50 is fine, but I only do that after I've sunk in at least 12 hours. If I have 12 played hours on a mobile game, I'm clearly enjoying myself enough to give the developers some money. So yes, microtransactions suck, but the fact that I can enjoy this story, still have tons and tons and tons of content to look forward to, and I'm enjoying all of the art, it's I don't know, man, it's cool. It's cool. Mobile games are not games. No, they very much so. So Brown Dust 2 handles like your classic JRPG. 12 to $20 is my ceiling for a mobile game. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm not asking you to like them. If you don't like them, that's fine. But Brown Dust 2 handles, like, it reminds me of the games that I played when I was younger. And it was a lot. So how much did you spend on Love and Deep Space? We're not going to talk about that. It's fine. I may have got away from that. Feels like a lot of people fake interest in gaming for clout relevancy, are only interested so they can push their own. That is unfortunately something that does happen with the AAA stuff, but it just is what it is. Yeah, Brown Dust 2, though, I highly recommend it. My games is 100% with no ads or micro. I make all my money from tips, donations, and subscribers. Yeah, and that's fine too. That's fine. Did you already go on your sunless winter Arctic Circle cruise? I did. Professional gentlemen, thank you so much for the Canadian too. Wee bits of cash for almost nothing. Can't be me. Oh no. Oh no. But yeah, no. So once a month, I'd like to do something mobile game related. I do want to do more gaming streams. John Barton, thank you so much for the Squiggly 5. But in all seriousness, when's the next deep dive video, sweetie? Plus, are you doing a deep dive on Smash JT case when it's over? These are good questions. I will not be releasing any new information until the first or second week of January. And that'll be through side scrollers. So you can watch it there first on side scrollers, then I'll put out a tweet and type things up. In terms of Smash JT's case, so the things that I focus on for my research, I'm very niche and very focused. A lot of people in our circle talk about lots of different things, right? But I try to be as focused as possible. So my deep dives are specifically around impacts in the industry as related to censorship. I consider DEI a driving force of censorship. So I do talk about that because of the hiring practices and then the turnover rate of employees, which is important to note on why things change in stories, on why the quality has gone down. So I'm super, super, super focused. There's nothing in regards to industry-related censorship for his case. Now, I'm obviously fucking rooting for him. Obviously, you know, him and everyone else, you know, we're rallying behind this is just a means of saying, you know, fuck you. For one, this is really stupid of you, Alyssa, to do this. But number two, you know, like, you have no power anymore. And three, you're gonna get slapped with one of them anti-slap law things, probably. I don't know. But it's a curious thing. But in terms of like a deep dive for research, there's nothing that like that doesn't impact, say, what Sony's gonna do with their IP, if that makes sense. So that's why I try to stay focused on that, because otherwise, if I don't, I will never move from my chair. I will never sleep because there's so much to talk about. I'm somebody who does do the deep dives, who goes super, super in depth to make sure that I know exactly what I'm talking about. Matthew, thank you so much for the Canadian 5 mobile gaming video. Is this live stream sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends? No. There'll be no mobile game sponsorships. I don't want to do things like that. The only sponsorship that I would ever accept is probably like a Ninja foodie line, or maybe like art products. In terms of like game, I would rather work with a company and like give them a skin design than just advertise for them. I don't know. That's weird. Savvy Coins when? Fucking never. You could make the case that it's rooted in Alyssa wanting to censor his gaming journey. Right, but see, so that's a person. Alyssa no longer works for Kotaku, so I really don't give a shit what she's doing, right? I think what she's doing is wrong, but like in terms of like there's no reason to monitor her, because she's not like fucking, you know, she's not like, oh, I'm gonna get this person hired at Sony so that way they can censor the next remake, you know? That's where that comes from. Thanks for the clarification. Love the deep dives. As I'm a nerd based in the commie land of the UK, and I'm so sorry for that. That I am actually working on a bigger Uki explanation, because I think that the UK. So the more that I read, the more I think that a lot of this actually stems from the UK and not just America. Because it's kind of like, yeah, this shit's being implemented here, but the way that they implemented it in the UK almost makes it sound like, well, we might as well adopt it here. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. No, we're not doing Bush coin or feet coin. We're not doing any of that shit. Jesus Christ. Michigan Christmas, thank you so much for the 2. Happy Smoke Fest. Well, happy to you too. The tree's not the only one getting lit this year, unless you're talking about smoking meat, in which case, goddamn delicious. Professional gentlemen, thank you so much for the Canadian 10. Yellow super for piss coin seed. Let's fucking go. No, there'll be none of that. There'll be none of that. She needs to be monitored by mental health professionals. Yes. That is, yes. That is an absolute yes right there. Yeah, so anyway, so hopefully 2025 will be my most productive year in terms of actually completing things for me. Thanks to you guys, all of this, all of your generosity, your time, and literally everything, I have been able to keep commissions closed. So commissions will remain closed for however long that they can be closed in 2025. Right now, I operate on a month-to-month basis in that regard. I do make less doing this only because I focus so much on reading and understanding instead of actually producing content. But I think that the more content I produce, the less month to month it'll be for uncertainty for that. But for now, I'm still good on not opening up commissions, which I think is really cool. So I really, really appreciate all of that. Axel Justin, thank you so much for the 2. Kind of weird everyone stop talking about the WEF. Oh, don't worry. I'll be going hard on them, but the WEF is losing power. So if you look at the global instability, what's happening in Germany, France, and Canada right now, actually, that's the WEF losing control. It is kind of odd that nobody else is bringing it up, but I did ask to look into the Crown, a problem. Breadtuber is sponsored by the Crown here, Philosophy Tube. Do you think there's a correlation to DEI wokeness in that Breadtuber? I don't know. Stormborn, thank you so much for continuing your membership. It could be a lot, as there's a lot of U.S. ownership of UK companies. So we're the trial to roll out into the U.S. Yes, yeah. So it's really weird. Yellow is also the color of beer. Yes, looking forward to seeing what you do in 2025, Savvy. Oh yeah, I'm excited. I just, it's gonna be good. It's going to be good. And I have to remind myself, it's okay. We know Nure is bigger than Alyssa. Is Savvy taller than Alyssa? She's 5'1". Yeah, I'm 5'4", 5'5" if I just wake up, because you kind of shrink throughout the day. So, like, I'm on the cusp of... I'm just fucking average, you know? Like, I don't care. Okay, hear me out. The comment section with Madam Savvy. Thoughts? That could be funny. Actually, that could be really funny. Now you guys are going to intentionally leave ridiculous comments, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yes, so the more content I produce, the more I stabilize my income, the less month-to-month uncertainty. But I have a tendency to make things work, and that's very cool. On top of that, you know, between all of the support here and then the payments from Twitter, I make anywhere between 150 now to 250. The new payout system seems to be paying me on the higher end towards the 250 every 2 weeks. So that's been a big help in the supplementing department. I only tell you guys this though because like that's part of my time, and then you guys subscribe to me or not just subscribe here, but also follow me on Twitter for what I do with my time. So if I were to put more time into commissions, for example, that's less time into the things that you guys actually want to see. John Barton, thank you for the squiggly 5. Plus the USA is still a subsidiary of the City of London PLC. That's a deep dive you don't want to do. Oh, gee. Well, it's probably going to end up coming up anyway. But yeah. Merry Christmas. But yes. So basically everything is just moving in a more positive way. It really is. This has been an hour and 17 minutes of me just rambling on about my own life, so that way you can figure out what I'm going to be doing for next year. This is also my way of delaying this because I have no idea actually what to do today. I know it says that I'd be playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but I honestly didn't know, and I didn't want to change the thumbnail because I didn't know what to change it to, and I didn't want to make a new thumbnail. God, you wonder why I don't make videos, right? Coley, thank you for the 10. Genuine question. As opposed to the ungenuine questions. I'm just kidding. It's always funny to bring those up. I want to pick up my pencils and start drawing again. I miss it so much, but I find myself lacking motivation at all. Sounds a bit ironic, I guess. Do you have any advice? So that's basically very comparable to me, actually, with how I've been feeling over the last 2 to 3 months. Sometimes if I get too hyper obsessive with reading and writing, and then I go down the doom and gloom and constantly have existential dread, I will struggle with actually creating something more interesting instead of just doing simple poses. But in terms of finding your motivation, I highly recommend looking at something that really catches your eye. And it doesn't even have to be another artist. You could have a picture, for example, that's like your favorite thing in the whole world, or you could see a beautiful sunset. One of the things, actually, some of the pictures that I took will never, ever do it justice, but I saw some of the most beautiful sunsets that I'd ever seen in my life, actually, on this past cruise. And that actually got me out of the bit of funk that I was in, because I wanted to create I wanted that feeling again. And I knew that, sunsets are, I can see a sunset every day. They won't all be the same. But so in that selfish desire to capture that feeling of awe, it made me want to say, okay, you know what? I need to draw something that evokes this awe and this, I want to be able to make something that makes me feel. So that kind of motivated me. Otherwise, something else that helps is picking something small to study. Let's say you want to get really good at drawing cubes at a different angle. And so every single day, set an alarm for yourself and just do 10 minutes, even if you don't want to. This is kind of comparable to starting a new habit of working out. You may not, nobody wants to get up 30 minutes early to go to the gym, right? Nobody wants to. There are going to be days where it's fucking cold, but you have to keep doing something that's good for you for the long run, something that you really want to maintain those good habits. So set yourself an alarm, and for 10 minutes a day, just draw a bunch of cubes. And after 7 days, compare your first set of cubes to your last set of cubes. You may not notice a massive difference, but there will be a slight variation, whether it's in your line weight, whether it's did you draw the cube really, really well this one way, this one time. And so when you see more progress like that regularly, you start to train your brain like, oh my God, I fucking love this. It's very cool. Yes, clean your room and pick only one kind of food to eat the entire week. Deprivation helps discipline and focus. Young one. That does too, actually. I've done stuff like that before. I have done stuff like that. So hopefully that helps. And if it doesn't work, then we can go into even more philosophical means of what it actually means to be inspired. Because I think that that's a fun and cool thing to explore. Michigan Christmas, thank you for the 2. Yes, smoking Christmas tree. Yeah. I'll be doing that later. Also, if you are looking to be motivated, don't smoke weed. I'm a hypocrite. Shut up. But weed, if you are a longtime weed smoker, you might actually have issues with motivation. It doesn't happen to everybody, but it does happen to enough people that it is a pattern. So weed is not going to necessarily, this was actually something that I used to kind of conflate. It's not the weed that made me more creative back when I was first doing it. It made me more careless. And for a while, that was actually useful because I stopped caring about the outcome and I just made it. And then I would go back and fix it later. But what's happened over time is the more that I smoke weed, the more complacent I get. So I try to be very careful in my weed usage. I don't smoke it actually as like a daily thing during the day. I only smoke it at night to help me sleep and because of pain. But I'm going to be looking into some alternatives. That way I actually do less of it. But yes. Kay Backwater, thank you so much for the 5. Speaking of art and writing, I announced the release of my book, Obsolete Colors, to release on New Year's Eve. Like sci-fi fantasy could be for you. Go ahead and post the link, homie, or tag me on Twitter. That sounds very fun. Very cool. Did you know, Jay, the concept? You're both professional artists who speak out against woke culture and gaming. I might, maybe. I'm really bad at names. Savvy, play Ori. It's not for a freaking phone. It's for the PC, but it's a solid game. There are 2 parts. Yes, I actually really want to. Found Savvy through FNT and G&G. Miss you on there. Yes, I've been away, though, unfortunately. Strongly disagree. It's okay. So I speak on, if this is strongly disagreeing about the marijuana thing, there's plenty of information out there and every person is unique, but there are still averages and patterns of behavior that I think we can all be objective over. I personally do enjoy marijuana, but that doesn't mean that it's necessarily good for me, just like it may not necessarily be good for everybody. Drugs are fine as long as they don't do you. Yes. Stormborn, thank you so much for this weekly 50. It might be time to investigate the organizations that control the WEF, the UN, and the EU. International Monetary Fund, IMF, Bank of International Settlement, and something FAT. I can't recall their name. They're looking to push a central digital currency. Yes, I'm actually going to screen grab this as a reminder. Because these are things that I slowly started to look into. But it's very... I'm only operating through a lens of censorship in terms of the gaming industry and, anime and manga, but all of this stuff is connected, at least loosely. But if I can have a more direct connection, I will, of course, write about it. But yes. Yeah. I suppose it's just a self-esteem thing. Oh, well then. Learn to love yourself. I'm still personally working on that. That's all I can really say. Weed is good for some and not for others. I smoked weed for 20 years and stopped 2 years ago. It slowed me down. Yeah, like I said, it's a very you just have to find your pluses and balances that in there, and every person's unique. I remember Savvy stream on Discord and talking about the position of the plants and the sunlight in the game like a NASA scientist, ridiculous levels of detail about video game pot. Look, they fucked up the basics of hydroponics, okay? I'm not into whatever the fuck they were doing there, but they certainly had never fucking done any research in their life. Savvy knew is better than to do a deep dive into banksters. Yeah, it's a yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into a weed discussion. My bad. No, it's fine. I enjoy talking about it. I think it's cool. I think that the plant and all of its unique properties are so fascinating. I absolutely adore marijuana, but not just for the reasons that, most people would probably think. I think that there's so much fascinating so many fascinating chemical reactions that can happen in your body, and the way that marijuana and its different components can actually inhibit certain processes, not just in the brain, but I mean like from a medicinal standpoint, is truly like, how does a plant do so much? I think it's the coolest shit in the world. I really do. How is everyone's Christmas? Hopefully fantastic. We use a shortcut to flow mode, but it requires a bit of discipline. Yes, sativa is the best way to go for sure. RSO is great for periods too, in the belly button, FYI. RSO. Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. I've never done any of that. FNT is only 8 minutes late and gay this week. Excellent. Oh, man. Have a good night. Enjoy FNT. Yay. Savvy loves weed, but hates the grass starters, except for Weed Cat. Weed Cat is my good one. What did you get for Christmas, Savvy? I got 3 Oh, you got 3 kittens? I think you won. That's a lifetime of happiness right there. Oh, man. I got this cozy thing. I'm a PhD in military history and political science, so conspiracy and truth is my forte. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. That is fucking awesome. Yeah, I wish that there was more that I could go back for college for. I wish that I had appreciated my time a little bit better. But I think that my biology degree in the program, I think it provided enough of a foundation and refinement for my ability to research that it's beneficial for anything that I want to do now. So, I love cozy hoodies. Yeah, I do too. This thing's going to be my personality for the next year. Oh, it's going to be so sweaty. I'm really warm right now. But yeah, so anyway, so that was 2024. We talked about 2025. Basically, I'm just going to be putting out more content, more art, more stories, blah, blah, blah. You're going to actually be able to read some more stuff instead of just snippets and then my silly things. Maybe we'll start doing some art streams too. I don't know. Somebody asked about writing streams. I don't know how that would work. I don't know how interesting that would be for people. But, maybe we could do some scene dissections, or some people can like submit something and I can kind of talk about it and why it works, why it doesn't, what I would do to change it. Basic things like that, if that's something that people are interested in. Otherwise, I'm not too sure how that would work out for me. But feet pics when? Oh no. The worst that can happen is you get a 10-hour discussion about moon landing. Yes, very true. Would you ever consider going to a convention, Savvy? Say MegaCon. Yes, I actually used to go to conventions nonstop, and then COVID happened. I used to be an avid con goer, because that's actually how I got my socialness on for the year. All my friends live all over the world, and that was like the one time that we could actually meet. But unfortunately now it's been years since I've gone. But I do want to go to conventions. MegaCon I've never been to, but it is one that I could potentially drive to. So that might be happening. I don't know for sure, but we'll see what happens. We'll see. Axel Jackson, thank you so much for the 2. You hate chikorita? Yes, Gen 2 starters didn't miss. No, so chikorita looks delicious to eat, but man, Cyndaquil has always had my heart. I think that the whole Typhlosion line is fucking perfect start to finish. Just take the day as it comes, no plans. Good for being spontaneous. That's kind of sort of how this year went in terms of what I did with the day. Although I guess the plan was always to just keep reading, but like somebody would send me a DM and say, hey, have you heard of this? Here's this that I found. And I'd be like, oh, fuck, time to go become an expert on this and figure it out and then find all the ties. And that's how it was every single day. My DMs for Twitter are very scary. I don't respond to a lot of people anymore because there's just so many unread messages. There's so many things and so many notes and so many things to investigate and people who say, hey, you should write about this. And I'll be like, oh, fuck, I gotta go look it up now. And, you know, I don't want to discourage anybody from doing that, but that's, if I don't get back to you, again, it's because it's fucking terrifying. Question. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I'm a mix. I like my quiet, but damn, in public, you'd think that I was a showrunner. What you had was chaos. Yes. Regina Sharp, thank you so much for the 5. Not to side tracks, but did you see the Savvy's sliders thing I left in the cafe thread? Side text. Did I? I don't recall. Maybe. Possibly. I'm uncertain. My favorite region is now Galar because of the starters. They're just so cute in their base forms. Okay, look, the starters are pretty cute. Galar, it takes time to grow on you, but perhaps we were all too hard on it. But this is going to turn into a Pokemon rant stream, actually, now that you've said that. I have to control myself. No. Axel Jessen, thank you so much for the 2. That's cool. Totodile is my favorite. Yeah, Totodile is pretty cute. I like the personality, too, that they gave him. But Cyndaquil, man, I don't know. I don't think that there's been one. Okay, Litten and Fennekin would have been easy replacements had the final evolution not gone the fucking furry route. It's not to say that, you know, I hate them. It's just, I would have preferred more monster-like, less human-like. So, yes. I would never side-eye sheesh. I type on automatic. Uh-oh. Wait, did I have a typo? Is that why? Yeah. Oh, no, you did technically, I guess. Galar, the region where all you do is go north in a straight line. Oh, no! Like, Galar, I don't know what the problem was with that. I don't know what the time constraints were. We know that they rushed X and Y because they wanted to do Sun and Moon for the anniversary shit, so we know that shit got fucked there. I don't know what the deal was with fucking Galar. There's so much potential. We could have had some really cool arena-based shit. Leon could have been the hypest shit. But man, they dropped the ball. I feel like for as much as I do go on about getting gypped on XY, Galar, Sword and Shield had the most jippage. Absolutely the most. I will concede that XY was not, because at least XY was completely enjoyable to the sense that at least we got a complete game. You could go into homes, you could interact with things, you got more additional story about Sycamore, you got, you know, you got some cool history. With Galar, they're just like, sit back, kiddo, I'm gonna handle this. And then you expect to go get a cutscene and you're looking at the TV and then you see Leon flying around on his fucking Charizard doing hype as fuck shit. No, they're just like off screen. Use your imagination. I'm like, yeah, okay, but you did cool shit back in Gen 5. You were doing cool shit back in Gen fucking 2. You're not gonna keep recapturing that magic in different ways. And it's so sad. Okay, I have a bit of a controversial take. Do away with this 3D shit, right? Do away with this all 3D shit and give me an interface and a worldview similar to the classic JRPGs. Because I'm feeling very nostalgic, but I feel like if they had done something like that with the kind of chibi overworld and then the detail, like what they were already doing, right? Go back to fucking Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen fucking 2, 1, whatever, right? And like 2.5D. Do what fucking do what brown dust is doing, all right? It might be, like, don't do it exactly, obviously, because you have to change elements of it, but I mean, it's already, you know, that's turn-based, and that was just obviously what I'm doing right now, that's turn-based, so that's just where my brain's at. But, like, fucking just stop, you're clearly struggling. But what's weird is we saw the leaks. They're not struggling with the small stuff that they're working on, the samples and the Pokemon writing game. Like, holy fuck, give us that. Like, what are you doing? You make this cool shit, and then you give us... slop. I'll say it. Breath of Fire 3 and 4 is a good example of what you're talking about. Yes. Justice can make camps appear. It happened in Australia. Wait, Justice is 47, coming soon. Wait, what are we talking about there? I am entropic, so I need blood for the blood god. Chat's kind of... What's chat talking about right now? What? Alola was the last good Pokemon region. I will not back down from this. I agree. I hate the structure and the map of Galar, and I really fucking hate Paldea, actually, in terms of its overall layout. Alola was the last good layout. Justin, thank you for the 2. What Unicorn Overlord did for FE, but for Pokemon? Yeah, basically. Did you have Pokemon Gold and Silver 2D ROM hack? Yes. I also like the idea of what Guilty Gear team did. 3D done so well, it looks 2D. See, and that could be cool too. Paldea is horrible for replayability. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason why we're not playing it right now is just because I wasn't overly excited about going back to it, because that's why I didn't have so many playthroughs of Paldea. It's not fun to replay. And that really, that hurts. I think that, you know what? That's what made me, I think, more bitter. I love the story and the personality of the characters, because that's what they really focused on. But there wasn't, like, I wish that they had just incorporated all of Pokemon Snap into it and then gave us more things to observe for the Pokemon, because that's what that should be at the end of the day. Like, we should be able to observe the Pokemon doing Pokemon fucking things. Pal World lets you do it. You see pals battle all the time in the wild, and I think that that's really cool. But you know, we don't have now, like Pokemon is doing things in chunks. So Galar was the shift to 3D, and then Paldea was the shift to focusing on developing the human characters. So my expectations for Gen 10 is that they're going to actually shift again and now work on expanding the Pokemon and the way that the Pokemon interact with the world. I hope that that's the case. It sucks that it's taking so long and that they're doing things in segments, but that's just what Game Freak has to do for the timetables that they're given. But again, the leaks showed us that they're doing such incredible and wonderful things behind the scenes, and all I want to do is encourage that kind of behavior, because that's the cool shit, right? I'm still absolutely shit fucking terrified for what's going to happen with Pokemon Legends Czar, because obviously I don't just want a ginger bent Professor Sycamore ancestor future child. Or if he fucking has a kid, I'm going to lose my shit. I mean, good for him for breeding. Obviously, he should be spreading his fucking word to all women. But, you know, I don't want to see that. I want to see him. Y'all are still trying to do the personality test in me, that thing. I don't understand all that stuff. I don't know. I'm too all over the place. So we are getting a bit of that next year with Suikoden 1 and 2 rework. You know what? I'm fucking tired of re-releases. Stop reworking shit. Stop deleting stuff. Stop saying something aged poorly. Fuck off. Make something new. I know everybody's fucking scared of having a niche product that doesn't break the fucking records. Fuck off. Not everything has to sell well. Not everything has to do $100,000 million. Whatever. Just as long as you make enough to keep paying everybody and keep doing what you're doing, as long as all the workers are happy and everyone's got good working conditions, like, put out a product and then just update it. You can do that too. You don't have to just abandon the product. Holy fuck. That Legends Zaw would be another prequel. So I'm expecting it. So I don't know why the community is so torn on it. because the Pokemon games, every generation, every version, everything does something new. Just because it's called Legends, I'm sure it's just from structure. I don't think that it's actually like we're making legends. Legendary Pokemon, yes, they have a story, but you know, their legend, it's not. I don't know how I really want to articulate this, and I'll probably come back to the thought later. We are making the legends as we go. That's how I see it. Like, yes, it was in the past, but we became a bit of a legend. You know, like, it is more a character getting transported back in time is the kind of shit of legends that are later told. So if we look, you know, if we go to current day and we open a book for fucking Sinnoh, you know, they're gonna talk about this mysterious stranger who was displaced by time. Like, that became the legend. So I think that we're going to live out what becomes the legend. I don't think necessarily that means we have to be in the past to do it. I think genuinely that we're going, like, Lumio City is perfect. Fucking, this turned into a Pokemon rant. Lumio City is perfectly primed, and XY itself has such a unique position in the entire timeline and the story of Pokemon. Because Kalos is like the first time that we really get true world building history of the actual world, because it talks about, you know, the fucking weapon, the space shit. It talks about an origin for why all of the fucking crystals are doing what they're doing. They clearly tied in the Paldean crater to Kalos. Like, Kalos is the history of Pokemon. And the fact that they didn't go even more in depth into the history of things like the Great War, on why Tallboy is still around, all this shit, right? Like all of that was cut, and Legends ZA is going to be the perfect way to talk about not only the history, but the current world as well. And so that's kind of what I'm hoping on. So even though it's super hyper city focused, I think that we're still going to get a lot of information about the history, but then create the legend that will later get told and spread around the world, blah, blah, blah. So this really went all over the place and makes zero sense. But basically, I think that it's going to be a continuation from where it left off, because what Lysander did was truly world fucking changing. And depending which version that they go with, this could be their way to either combine the two split timelines or establish which one is actually the good one. Which one will be the real one, and the other one's just like an offshoot. Pokemon can't have real history because there's 4 different multiverses right now. Yeah, exactly. So this is why I think Legends ZA is a way of kind of combining them and deciding which one is the main storyline. It'll be Pokeception. Well, basically, the Japanese are horrible when it comes to naming things like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Yes, I love the way the Japanese names are. Give me long titles. Give me ridiculous things. I don't care. I love that shit. What do we have in America? What the fuck do we have in America? Seriously. Fuck uncreative titles and just naming shit. Fucking... I'm trying to think of an American fucking Hey Arnold rebooted. No, give me something ridiculous. Fuck that. G.I. Joe's pretty cool though. That name does slap. Star Trek fits because it's a trek through the stars. Yes, well, so The Office is not American in origin. DC, Marvel, yeah, look at that shit. Look at what they do. Look at how Marvel names its shit. It's boring. I am enjoying I was reincarnated as a sword. Fuck yeah. See, that's the kind of shit that I love. Not this American shit where it's just like, dude whinges and gets girl. Like, give me a dude who gets turned into some shit. I don't know. Give me something ridiculous. I don't know. Star Balls. Yeah. I don't know where it was going with that. Oh, unfortunately, we have censored names or types of names that are trained to avoid litigation. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Fuck all that. Is there a truck-gun anime? There's always a truck in the anime waiting to hit somebody and dictate the protagonist's story. Dude, where's my car is pretty funny. Stormboard, thank you for the squiggly 10. Going back to personality, would you do the dark triad test, which describes 3 notably offensive but non-pathological personalities type: Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy. You want me, wait, would you, going back to the personality, would you do a dark triad test? How long's the test? Dark triad test. What is this? Let's see here. Dark triad personality test. I'm going to click on the first one. All right, let's see here. This is an interactive. Oh, fuck. YouTube broke. Hang on, I can't see y'all. Hang on. Oh, snap. It's still broken. Holy shit. I double dog can't see you guys. It's thinking. It's loading. It wants to do it. Maybe. There we go. It's loading. This is really lame. The dark triad test find out if people are psychopaths. It could be a spitting image of Princess Vespa. Have I watched Spaceballs? I've never actually seen it all the way through. All right, let's do this. Where's Opera? Here we go. Come here, Opera. We'll have it so that way you guys can actually watch me take the test, so that way nobody accuses me of cheating to not be a psychopath. I gotta bring it all the way over here. Hang on. Intro news? No, I think that's this one. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Introduction to the dark triad personality. 3 closely related independent personality traits that all have somewhat malevolent connotation. The 3 traits are a manipulative attitude, excessive self-love, lack of empathy. The dark triad has traditionally been assessed with the 3 tests of different blah, 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 blah. Start test. All right. It is not wise. It is not wise to tell your secrets. I would agree with that. Oh, okay. It automatically goes. Can you guys see this okay? I guess, I don't know. How do I zoom in? Function? No, it's control plus. There we go. People see me as a natural leader. Do you guys see me as a leader? I have been described as being a leader for the movement. I personally reject it. So this is where I'm going to invoke chat on this. Do people see me as a natural leader? You can say no, I'm not going to be offended. It's totally fine, by the way. I will not be offended by anybody's assessments of here. No. Not whether or not I accept being a leader, but do people see me as one? No? Okay, so I'll put, I mean, somebody said sure, so maybe we'll do slightly. Oh, fuck. Okay, I gotta remember, neutral. Okay, I'm just gonna do a slightly disagree. She's leader of the Gamer Girls. Yeah, Savvy, Vera, Blabs, and Nure. Do you slightly disagree? Yeah, I think that's a good way to do it. Because I oftentimes don't want to be, hey, look, I'm not blue anymore. That's amazing. I like you, but you are too confused for a natural leader. See, I'm not afraid to say, I don't know. I like to get revenge on authorities. Okay. I like to use clever manipulation to get my way. I know that I acquired various cards of my youth. I wouldn't consider it clever to invoke absolute truth in my arguments and disagreements with my husband. But unfortunately, I think that I'm going to have to just agree with this. I hate being the center of attention. I would slightly disagree. I'm self-aware. I like it when people acknowledge my intelligence. I avoid dangerous situations. This is difficult. I have to remain neutral. I avoid physically dangerous situations. I engage in intellectually dangerous situations. Whatever it takes, you must get the important people on your side. Ooh. What does that mean? See, I don't like how vague this is. Whatever it takes, you must get the important people on your side. I'd slightly agree. You're more entertaining than FNT. Oh, no, don't say that. Neutral? Man, I don't know, man. Many group activities tend to be dull without me. Does neutral mean I don't care? Like, I have no opinion one way or another. So that's how I'm reading it. I wouldn't agree or disagree with this, but I don't know if neutral can be interpreted as I might. I just don't. I don't think that. I don't. Yeah, this is a neutral for me. I'm not egotistical like that. Payback needs to be quick and nasty. No, it needs to be drawn out. I will wait 6 years if I have to. Avoid. That's a terrible thing to admit to. Avoid direct conflict with others because they may be useful in the future. I don't believe anyone is so self-important that they would be above the usefulness of someone else. I disagree with this. Elon had to get Trump on his side and vice versa. Cuban had to get Kamala. Right, but we're talking about me personally, not the views of others. I know that I am special because everyone keeps telling me so. I'm neutral on that. I don't care. People often say I'm out of control. It depends on what? Come on, that is a loaded question. So my ruin is coming 5 years from now for wronging you in 2024? It's possible. I'm a very long con. Special, that's all women. Exactly. It's wise to keep track of information that you can use against people later. Agree. So one of the biggest things that I ever learned in my early 20s, and this is what every woman in power has ever done, is you keep track of everything. You document everything. You don't throw away anything. That woman that you talked to 7 years ago probably still has those text messages from you, so that way she can go back and look at them to decide if, should you happen to cross paths with her, whether or not she wants to engage with you further. That's just how it is. That's what women do. I like to get acquainted with important people. I don't care unless it comes to fighting censorship. I genuinely don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's true that I can be mean to others. I would agree with that. I understand. Style is different than being out of control. Exactly. I'm controlled chaos. You should wait for the right time to get back at people. I agree with that. I feel embarrassed if someone compliments me. I do agree with that, but depending on the compliment, I internally love it. People who mess with me always regret it. Always is the key word here. So I would disagree. I would slightly disagree because I pick and choose my battles. There are things you should hide from other people because they don't need to know. I agree. I have been compared to famous people. Unfortunately, I have never gotten into trouble with the law. Make sure your plans benefit you, not the others. I would actually disagree with, wait, make sure your plans benefit you, not others. I slightly agree because you should still make choices that are good for you. Breaking the law is breaking the law. I am an average person. I do disagree with this because not every single person does hyper obsessive shit. And that is, that's not trying to say that I'm above average in a positive manner. I just think that there are obviously traits I exhibit. Oh, fuck. I enjoy having sex with people I hardly know. Disagree. Where's the strongly disagree? Most people can be manipulative. I think most people are actually too stupid to manipulate. So I'll be, most people can be, oh wait, most people can be manipulated. I do agree with that, actually. I slightly agree with it. I insist on getting the respect I deserve. I disagree. I'll say anything to get what I want. I disagree. Oh, that was it. Which celeb is like Miss Savvy? I wonder. Jenna Elfman. Oh, God. Get results. Score summary. Am I a psycho? Scores on each scale are reported here from 1. Oh, shit. That's how scores were reported in the original article. Okay, so I am... Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Well, at least I'm not crazy in the psychopathy here. She'll say what she wants to get the Pokemon card. The estimate distribution is probably not very good so far. Research, blah, blah, blah. Is a personality trait of being unprincipled and manipulative, cynical, and an acceptance of by whatever means necessary. So did I win? It's good to have a little bit. Disagree. Clearly they're way off. So I don't know. I don't know if this is useful. I don't know what this says about me. Yes, it's a wonderful white jacket. Oh, okay. Can you link this site? I'm curious as to what it would say about me. Sure. I think, how did I get here? Home? Here we go. This has all kinds of personality tests. Wait, hang on. Go do Peterson's personality test. It's $15 and does a way better job. See if I gotta pay for it. I'm not into it. You do need to watch some more MacGyver. I never watched MacGyver. Yeah. Your brain is straighter than you give it credit for. I don't know what that means. Oh, that's the problem. Oh, I already know I'm a manipulative asshole. I don't need a test to tell me that. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm capable but I believe most people are capable of the things that they feel like they need to do, you know? Lol, if it's free, you're the product. Amen. That's very true. So they just collected a bunch of data on me, which is fine, whatever. I am indeed. Look, I'm not blue anymore. That's crazy. I have a smooth brain and I'm in danger. Oh, man. Well, that was fun. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at some of the... Jesus Christ. My post there. All right. I think all of those things are in everyone. It just depends on the situation and environment. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Axel Justin, thanks for the 2. Did I win to an online test? Super Oops. I got 0 for narcissism, which I think is too high. Interesting. The test sounds like a very basic P psychometric test. If you know how they work, they kind of stop working when you do them. That too. Yeah. I mean, you're saying the world is crazy. That, you know what? It's true. It's very true. Oh, man. Hella, it's only been, so, oh my God. It's only been, I thought I was streaming for like 3 hours just talking about dumb shit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm super hungry. Like, if I'm being super, like, the water's not helping. This stream was sponsored by Blue Skies. Oh, no! Same for IQ tests. That's how you can cheat on them. Yes. Yes. Yeah, super surprised. Yeah, so I'm really hungry. I'd say that this was a good comeback stream just because I did not know what the hell I wanted to do. And today just super fucking captured that, obviously. It also felt really good and cathartic to actually have a live stream too, where I just talked about how the year went, what's gonna happen, because now that I've said it out loud, I have to actually do it. Otherwise, people are gonna be like, hey, remember what you said. Don't be a loser. Oh, man, it's good to see you too, Izonk. I'm so happy that you're here. It's been fucking, for those who don't know, Izonk's been around for a very, very long time. Old Twitch viewer. One of the earliest, actually, Twitch viewers I ever had. I believe you found me in the starting days of Minecraft, actually. And then you stuck around. It's fucking crazy, man. You're fucking crazy. Yes, Ember Heirloom Skin Reminder. Yes, it's always good to see you, Master Gawa. Go through many a psyche eval while in the UK civil service by saying what they wanted to hear. Not exactly. Yeah, I've definitely always poo-pooed on those things. I needed those channel points. Yes. Oh man, we were doing channel points before they were an officially implemented thing. Isn't that crazy? Ah, fucking crazy. Man, we honestly, we didn't even know it at the time, but we were innovative as fuck. We did so much shit before anybody else, and that's so cool. We found out Savvy is an Eric Cartman type. Well, that's kind of obvious. Ori Savvy. Ori, yes, and Ori as well. Steam, I do have some things. I am going to be fixing up my RimWorld as well, so hopefully we can start doing that, and I can go back and actually produce some RimWorld story videos. who would stick around for this craziness. Exactly. You're all fucking crazy. You're all fucking insane. But yeah, so now that I'm back, things will go as normal. Oh my god, I'm not gonna say that out loud, but that was good. Regina Sharp, thank you so much for the 5. End of savvy withdrawal tax. Yay, bless you. No tax. No tax, just a good time. Let's see here. It's the 27th. It's the 27th on a Friday. So what does that mean? Can you guys see my phone? You guys like my screen background? My dad called my background pornographic, and then he asked me why I wanted to draw it. And I said, dude, if that's porn, what happened to you? I didn't realize that you were a Catholic purist now. And then we got into a big, huge discussion about that. So that was funny. And I told him big tits are not inherently sexual. And if he's sexualizing the big tits, then holy shit, he just told on himself. And then my mother just sat there with this big shit-eating grin as she, like... My dad just dug himself into a fucking hole. It's so good. In 2024, things will go back to normal. Who's your dad? John Trent? No. Luckily, no. My dad, I shouldn't rag too much on that front. So my dad was a former cop. He definitely saw things that, you know, kind of changed his worldview a little bit. So he just doesn't think that, you know, anything that just disrespects women, obviously, because he's seen the worst of the worst. He doesn't think that, obviously, it is porn. He's just, you know, making a goofy thing. Smurf Savvy's back. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know why that happened. Whatever. Oh, man. No. It's just, we joke. He rags on me all the time. It felt good to actually back him into a corner that he couldn't defend. That was funny. Usually he's really good on debates and stuff like that, but he didn't have anything for that. But, yeah, so anyway, so he's a former cop. So I don't attribute him to actually being a purist who wants shit censored. He doesn't want that. He's just like, why? Much like most of my art throughout my entire life, whatever little bit my parents have ever seen, they're just always like, why do you draw that? Why can't you draw something happy and cute? Throughout my teenage years, I was always drawing like depressed or gruesome things. And my mom's just like, oh, why isn't she smiling? I'd be like, why would she be smiling? She's currently being poisoned and dying. I did the second test and it told me I'm the guy from The Office, Jim Halper. Oh, fuck yeah. Smurfing burb. But yeah. So that's really about it. That's it. That's my life. Yay! I'll be back Sunday? Maybe Saturday. We'll see. Well, wait. Today's Friday. That's what I was looking at. It's Friday, right? Where's the day? The day's gone. Friday. Yes, that would be. So I'll take tomorrow off. Maybe. And then Sunday we'll probably do the Pokemans. I imagine Savvy has heard Why Are You Like This a lot. Oh, my entire fucking life. We still need Gamer Girl Avenger stream. Yes, we do. Thank you for accepting our Steam love. Yes. Oh my god, thank you for all of the goofy things. I like the warning too, by the way. That was funny. Thank you, Savvy and chat. It was fun. No, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for all the love and support today. Thank you so much for all of your time. And as always, you can find me on the Twitters under the same name, but that's where you all came from. Axel Justin, thank you for the 5. No Kirsch or Savvy streams for a while. Was going through crazy wham and withdrawal. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Don't worry. We're back. We're all back. But yeah, we'll get some more streams in, and probably right up until the 31st. Well, the 31st is my husband's birthday. We'll see. Maybe I'll convince him to do a stream with me, and we'll play something wholesome together on stream. But we got to be careful with that. Play Ori. It beats your mobile games. Probably, man. Hey, man, I'm loving the brown dust too. I am a big Lathale stan. I love him. Lathale, however the fuck you pronounce it. The fact that... I'm not gonna get into this. I love you all, goodbye. I'm so happy that there's canon torture in it, because holy fuck, man. That's the good shit. I said I wasn't gonna say anything.
Careful what you ask for in life. When I wished upon a shooting star, I didn't expect to be taken so far. Instead of business suits and Starbucks, there's NPCs and talking ducks. My sword is glowing and my armor doesn't quite make sense. Is this a live action tower defense? dragons are easy to learn quick. Class change, max points and charisma. This dungeon platforming is a damn